Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning your greatest asset. And there are very few people who really understand the difference between asset and liability. And so I want to say to you, do not treat yourself as if you're a liability, but treat yourself knowing that you are an asset. And there's only one way that you can really know that you're an asset is when you discover that your greatest asset is your mind. That is why you must take control of your own mind and be the Lord and Master of your own destiny. You might ask yourself, why am I speaking about the mind and the mind being your greatest asset? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look around and see what is happening in the world right now and for them to realize that many people are giving away their freedom or their liberty, because your superpower is your choice. And when you give the choice for others to control your mind, to think for you, and to dictate what should be done to your own self, or else there will be consequences from them. That is a system imposing hierarchy upon you when there's actually no hierarchy and no aristocracy, because there's only one energy. And when you realize there's only one energy, and this energy can be used for your creativity, I can use for your stupidity or destruction, then you would use this energy wisely. And so if your asset is money, if your asset is anything that is temporal or anything that has been created and you holding that as your asset, then you're definitely devaluing yourself, not knowing you're the greatest asset, because you have a mind and no one can have a thought for you. I can have a thought for you, you can have a thought for me, but I can influence how you think, you can influence how I think, and so on. So we have to realize that we live in a world whereby we can be easily influenced, because our entrance here was an entrance whereby we came in a state of amnesia, a state of forgetfulness. So our parents, they were our first teachers. And then our school teachers and our ministers of government and our religious leaders. But there comes a time that we have to lead ourselves. You have to discover the leadership in you, and anyone that is teaching you to look outside of yourself for any form of leadership, they are brainwashing you and deceiving you. Because every true leader will create other leaders. They must point you to find that part in you that must lead you and guide you. So if someone is a true genius, he will teach others how to find their genius self. If one is a true magician, then he will teach others how to find their magical self. If someone is a true prophet, then he will teach someone how to find their prophetic self. So there is one commonality with one who has been sent and one who's a true witness and is bringing the true message of salvation to you, because they must teach you that true salvation is self-realization. So self-knowledge is true power, and the only power there is. And real money is you knowing the power of your mentality. It is you knowing your currency. It is you knowing that you're a mass of energy and that money is energy. And that real asset is that which can create money. So the things that money can actually buy that people might think is asset, you have to think about now what really create money. And what create money is really the real asset. And I'm saying money was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. So when people live in this world and they are superstitious and they are religious, they have no concept at all about the mind and how the mind works. Therefore, they live their life as liability and not an asset. And when you live as a liability, you'll be walked over. You'll be cheated without respect, because how you value yourself is how the world will value you. How you see yourself is how the world will see you. How you think about yourself is how others will think about you. And how you think about yourself is how you think about others. And how you treat them also. But when you come to this commonality, whereby there's one universal consciousness, and we are all connected, and there's an interdependency, then you will realize there's no hierarchy. So my brothers and my sisters, that is why my message will always be to point you to look inwardly, to discover that your real identity is your divinity, and ask you to fix your mentality if you want to fix your reality. So your greatest asset is your mind. Take control of your mind. Use your mind to create your world how you want it to be. And always remember that if a physical fact can produce a psychological state, remember that a psychological state can produce a physical fact. So how do you feel about yourself? What do you say about yourself to yourself when you're by yourself? So my brother and my sister, I just want to encourage you, I just want to motivate you to continue to believe in yourself. Because the self of man is God, and God and man are one. For God is life, and life is God. There's nothing greater than life. So when people say that God gave life and they imply separation, they have the wrong God. When you say God gave himself, because God is life and life is God, then you'll understand that when you speak negative things in your life, that is you spitting in the face of God. That is you speaking against God. You speak against yourself, you speak against God. There's only one power, one creative power that we must use to achieve our every desire. That's why your mind is your greatest asset. You're told that as a man thinketh in his heart or his subconscious mind, so is he. Thoughts become things. And then, even the religious and superstitious people who are interpreting the Bible as literal and secular history, they fail to realize that they've been told in Romans 12 that they must be transformed. This is showing you that there's only one way of transformation, and it's by the renewing of your mind. We might say the reprogramming of a subconscious mind. The Bible might say the renewing of your mind. Same thing. Showing you it's all mental. And then you're instructed also that you must think upon the things that whatsoever things are good, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are pure, if there be any virtue, these are the things you must think upon, because it's all about your mind. It's all about conditioning your mind to be an asset, not a liability. To be a builder and a thinker. So my brothers and my sisters, you ask yourself what role you are playing on this stage of life. And what game are you playing in this game of life? Because you have to know to play the game of life. Because you either play the game or be played by the game. So grab hold of yourself. Grab hold of your mind. Look within, for the kingdom of God is within you, not outside of you. That's why around this time the world is partaking and believing. By believing, I should say, okay, the world is believing in a lie that was told to them, and they uphold it in the name of tradition, where they believe There was a time like this, 2,000 years ago. A man born from down below with special powers. But I'm saying to you, you're the one who've been chosen and born here with special powers, which are your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and you can only find them within yourself. So you are the asset. You are the one. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time you listen to me, what I'm saying, it makes sense to you, really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraged you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on TikTok or you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work because you've been getting real spiritual food from this kind of work and it's really been helping you and you want to support this work, we have a PayPal and the link is down below. Feel free to check it out. Also, I want to say thank you to all those who have been a part of my Patreon community. And I would like to say, if you're not a part of the Patreon community and you would like to be a part of the Patreon community, I would definitely welcome you because we have a lot of good work there that will help you to grow and to expand. And always free to ask a question if you have any question if you're a Patreon. Also want to mention that I have a course on my Patreon that's called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality. Consciously are the Inner Sun Engineering. And it's all about teaching you of the light that is within you, the sun that is within you, and how the sun is always in purpose. And if you are in the right alignment with the sun, you will definitely discover your purpose and you will bring forth in your life abundantly. So if you feel strongly to check it out, I definitely encourage you to do so also. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.